Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the Halloween version, the Halloween edition of Force of Light Live. You have tonight. You're gonna have a fairy join us in just a few minutes. That she might be Fairy the Red. She's gonna be joining us in a second. First, I am joined, however, by Enid. As you see, we both had a long day at Nevermore. I would say that I learned a lot, but I don't think I did. But hope you guys are doing good. Yes, Iz and I, again, Natalie's going to be up in just a second. She's here. Just Izzy saw Five Nights at Freddy's, so we're going to talk about that in just a minute, and then Natalie will come in after that. But since I decided to dress up tonight, guys, this is the first time I've ever done braids, and I can't say that I like it. Can't say I'm a fan of it. I feel like I look like Sacagawea. That's what I feel like I look like. And I don't feel like I'm rocking that look too well, but whatever.
It looks like Wednesday.
I had to Wednesday it tonight, for my girl Wednesday. So, you know what? Actually, no. I'll save that for just a few minutes. But how are you guys doing tonight? Good to have you here. Again, Natalie will be in just a moment. For now, you've got Wednesday and Enid. We'll help you. We're going to hope that she doesn't wolf out.
This was the look that I was going for.
She nailed the look. She nailed it better than I did. She did the eye makeup. She nailed it, guys. But how are you guys doing? Anthony, good to see you. And we've got a great show for you. It's been a fun week in entertainment. We've had a few. Last week was pretty good, but man, this week we've had some stuff happen, some stuff come out. So, yes, we got a lot to talk about tonight. But and you guys know the drill. You know the drill. Our goal tonight is 5 gifted memberships. We're gonna try to get that goal. But speaking of memberships, DL, who has been a member for 6 months, hello again to the prettiest sisters on YouTube. And hello to everyone in the chat as well. What's everyone's plans for Halloween? I don't know that I have much plans for Halloween. I usually go see what this one's doing, but I think she's now too cool for school and will be with her friends. So I don't know what I'm going to have doing, but thank you so much for being a member, DL. Good to have you here. Brett, good to have you. T-Rex, good to have you. There's one gifted membership. KB with a gifted membership. He gifted someone a Force of Light Entertainment membership. Thank you so much. Guys, you know what it means. You know what's about to happen when there's a gifted membership. You gotta let Rooster dance in the chat. You gotta let him fly. We'll do that again. And for the occasion, we'll also let Wednesday dance. There we go. But yes, thank you so much, KB, for that gifted membership. So now we just need 4 to reach our goal. Good to have you here.
Give me one of the memberships because I still don't have one.
Well, you have to get. That's a good thing to go over. You have to make sure, Izzy, on YouTube that you have it where you can be gifted. So if you pull up, if you silence your phone and pull up the live stream, I'll show you how you can enter into the lottery of winning a Force of Light thing. But Shane, happy 33rd year to you. Happy birthday, Shane. Hope it's an awesome birthday for you. Enjoy your day. Hope it's been a good one for you. And Marcos, good to have you here. Always nice to have our moderators. Sensations, good to have you. I see you there. Good to have you here. TD, nice to have you. Let's see. One Punch Man Tolkien fan. You made it on time. Let's go. I like it. There's Natalie in the chat. She'll be up here in a little bit. Mumbling May, good to have you here. Let's see. Hello to you. Well, to Michelle and Wednesday and Enid right now, suits too. But hello to you as well. Let's see. Keep it going. Tender Warrior, greetings. Good to have you here. I hope none of you guys have had a case. Keely, good to have you.
Oh yeah, I see the hand pink wave. My hands are completely stained from this spray. So
where did you see the hand paint? That's just a car.
no, it was up there.
Oh, okay. Okay. Rick, good to have you here. Pete, nice to have you from Ontario. Good to have you here. Your average Patriot nerd gifted 1 Force of Light Entertainment membership. So now we've got 2. We've got 3 guys. I think we can do it. I feel that it's in you guys. We've got 3 left and we've reached our goal. Your average Patriot nerd, all you members, get ready. You know what time it is. It's rooster time. Thank you so much, KB, or not your average Patriot nerd, and thank you, KB, as well. And KB has been a member for 4 months. Hello, Natalie and Michelle, or hello to Enid and Wednesday. Thank you for your recommendation of The Crown. Oh, good. Yes. See, we did our reaction to The Crown season 6 trailer for all of our members last week. Most of you guys I see have seen that, so hope you enjoyed it. I have been watching it and like it. Brings a different perspective on the story that I've been following for years. Yes, Natalie and I, we are big fans of The Crown. I feel like it's top-notch television. I mean, truly, it's been kind of epic, really, what they created at Netflix over there with The Crown. So the last season looks sad. It's definitely going to go up to Diana's death and then past that. So that looks sad, but great show. Great show. Izzy Gum. She's telling you not to chew your gum on TV. She's being a mom on the YouTube.
I always got my gum.
Oh, gosh. And hello, Sporking News. Good to have you here. Great costume, Natalie. Oh, wait. Yeah, not Natalie. That would have been a dang good costume. I mean, a totally different face. Welcome, Michelle's niece. Yes. Yes, we've got Enid with us. Michelle is definitely Wednesday. Nice Wednesday. Thank you. Natalie looks really different today. She does. Thank you. I don't really feel very confident about these pigtails, but thank you very much. I appreciate it. Is that your third sister? You just made...
I basically am. So.
Yes, we do have that bit of sad news. I saw that Saturday night. Matthew Perry, of course, sadly passed away. That was kind of unexpected. I mean, definitely. I mean, I think he was 54. I think a heart attack is actually the official cause of death. Very, very sad. Very sad. You know who's with Wednesday? You do. Hello from Canada. Well, hello to you in Canada. And hello there, Christian Fandom Geek. And hello to you as well. Brian, good to have you here. What's up, peeps? Miles, yeah, you gotta let Miles dance in the chat when there's gifted memberships. Excellent costumes. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. It's not your birthday. Well, happy not your birthday. Oh, we'll get into Gina. We'll get into Gina a little bit later. I could pull off Elvira. I probably could. I really, yeah, that would, I could do that next year. I think I got it. And Brett with the $5 super chat. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Izzy. How are you too? Well, thank you, Brett. I'm doing pretty good. Izzy, how are you doing? She's doing good. Little Enid over here is doing good. But thank you so much, Brett. What have I got for Brett? I feel I have this.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Thank you, Brett. Appreciate it. Natalie's getting excited. I guess she's getting excited to come say hello to you. She's ready to crash the live stream. She's feeling antsy in the waiting room. And hello, Stephen. Good to have you here. Good to have you here. You live the crown, and yeah, you do live the crown in the UK, don't you? It's not just a drama on television that Netflix has created. That's very, very true. And Chris, good to have you here. Chris, I thought of you because they had a female version of an Elvis costume that I was like, man, I really wish I should have got that and rocked the Elvis female costume. It was yeah, I liked it. It was one of the body, like the full onesie type suits. I liked it.
Makes me think of Jess and New Girl in that one episode.
Yes, she does put on an Elvis suit. She does. And hello to Cajun Corey. Good to have you here. As he says, fellow Tennessean is Michelle Wednesday Adams. I am. I'm crushing the game at Nevermore. I don't particularly like people. I've been forced to live with this one. But yes. You got it there. Let's see who else we got. Hello to you. Good to have you. We got a lot of people coming in the chat. I like it. Mike, I see you there. Hello, Mike. Good to have you. We'll keep it moving. Well, guys, again, Natalie's going to join us in just a minute. Right now, you've got Wednesday and Enid. Again, we hope that Enid doesn't decide that now is the convenient time that she's going to wolf out and turn into a werewolf. Only time will tell if that is the case in this live stream. But speaking of members, Mr. Buttcrack Media, hello, ladies. Always glad to see you here. Support Force of Light. Well, Mr. Buttcrack Media, the most lovely buttcrack on all of YouTube. We are so glad to have you. So glad to have you here. And you know what? I feel we just need to play this because he's a member. I felt it was needed. It felt urgent. And hello to you, Sean. Let's see. Any last minute Halloween? Okay, so we won't have any last minute Halloween, but you be on the lookout. Probably Wednesday or Thursday will be. In fact, I'd seen it, but Natalie never seen the original Ghostbusters. So we watched that, had a lot of fun with that movie. So that will be coming out later this week. So that I feel like it was a good bridge movie. It's a little spooky, but then I don't really consider Ghostbusters a Halloween movie either at the same time. But yeah, be on the lookout for that one this week. It's fun. But okay, we'll go ahead, guys. We'll go ahead. Wednesday and Enid here to give you. Oh, Mr. Buttcrack Media gifted that one membership. So now let's see. We've got 3. We're 2 away, guys. 2 away. Who's going to be a hero tonight? 2 away.
How do I accept
from? Okay. Boom. Allow gifts. Boom. And then
my account isn't my name though, so you might not be able to tell.
They don't. Yeah, I don't think they even know who gets it. You only know if you receive, like, you'll get an email from from YouTube if you get selected. That's how that works. But thank you so much, Mr. Buttcrack Media, with that gifted membership, guys. You know what time it is, you members. It's time to let Miles dance in the chat. One more time for good. And now when and Chris Ellis. Chris gifted 1 membership. Thank you so much, Chris. Now we are 1 away from our goal. Guys, you know what time it is. You gotta let Miles dance in the chat. You got that emoji. Let him dance.
I think Miles might be getting a bit tired.
We like Miles to get tired on this channel, Izzy. It's the new membership dance. We like it. Let Miles dance, man. Thank you so much, Chris. Yeah, everyone make sure you got your memberships turned on. You never know. So 1 away. I believe we'll get it by at least the time Natalie shows up tonight. But okay, let's go ahead. Let's get into the first topic. Another reason why Enid is here tonight. We both, I think you saw it in theaters.
Yes.
I saw Five Nights at Freddy's. I saw it at my house Thursday night. And I would have done a full review. I did like a little 60-second short of it. But I was rushing out of town. I went to Nashville this weekend. I ministered there. And I just didn't have time to do a full review. So I told you that we would do that on the live stream. So that's what Izzy and I here to give you our review of Five Nights at Freddy's. And it is worth pointing out that Five Nights at Freddy's, guys, it had a big weekend.
Is that like a large budget for a movie, or is
Oh,
that
20 million is nothing. That's like an indie film.
okay? Because yeah, I was like, well, that
Oh,
definitely
okay.
seems like a lot, but it's like,
Oh, it's not at all.
well, yeah, because I don't think it didn't really look like it had a big budget.
Let
Definitely.
me put this in perspective. The Taylor Swift Eras Tour movie cost 15 million. And that was
Mhm.
all in the cameras and all in just, I think, just kind of editing the way that they did it. And it was 15 million. So let alone for an actual movie with animatronics and stuff like that. So Five Nights at Freddy's on a $20 million budget has made 130 million in its opening weekend globally. I can't remember, guys. I feel like it was around 70, 75 that it made just in the US and in Canada. But yeah, it did very, very well. So let me give you our thoughts. I'll go ahead and start. Yeah, if you guys have seen my short, and I'm glad this movie's doing well. I'll say that. Was there really even any cussing in that movie? I can't remember any. It was pretty clean.
Yeah, I don't really think so.
Yeah, it was a pretty clean movie. But so I'm happy for the theater. I'm happy that this movie, this and T Swift, both together have helped the theaters out in October. Especially, okay, also take in mind, guys, that it did this numbers with it coming on Peacock at the same day. So people had the option on Thursday night, like I did, to watch it. But yet this movie is still killing it at the box office, which is excellent. So I like that. You guys know that I always like when the theater wins. So this is good. But with that being said, as happy as I am for the theater, and as happy as I am for Five Nights at Freddy's, what it's doing there, I have to be honest with my opinions. And my opinion of this movie is that it low-key sucked. That was my opinion of this movie. I was bored in that hour and 47 minutes. Because the movie, I don't feel like it was self-aware enough. I just feel like when a movie is about animatronics that kill people, I feel like you've got to kind of lean into like kind of humorous things, kind of like say the way Megan did that came out at the beginning of the year. Megan, I actually feel like had more to say about where our society is and parents just giving their kids a screen and letting that basically raise their child. And yet Megan still found a way to be way more humorous, and it was a lot more fun of a movie. If I'm comparing, I think Megan was Blumhouse as well.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm comparing those two movies, Megan, in my personal opinion, was way better. Like way better. And I know some people are going to disagree with that, and that's fine. I didn't really feel like when you're going into a movie again about haunted animatronics that I didn't really understand why we spent so little time with the animatronics that were haunted, and we spent so much time in the main character's dream. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We spent a lot of time in that one dream being replayed out 1,000 times in different ways. And it was just kind of like they tried to go with a more serious emotional thing for the movie. And I feel like it didn't really work because Killer Chuck E. Cheese. It should be a hit. It's definitely a hit. It's definitely a financial hit for sure. But it should have been funny.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when I say funny, I don't mean like a full-on comedy. There should have been humor in it. Like a Megan had a lot of humor in it, in my personal opinion. I don't know. I just didn't really love it at all. I was kind of bored by it. Izzy, what were your thoughts on it?
I think
Enid, what were your thoughts?
I think that it took itself too seriously because I don't know. I feel like they could have made that funny, and I feel like that's been a popular,
campy, really campy.
Yeah, I feel like that's been a popular, like almost like genre as like funny horror movies lately in the past few years, especially. So
because wasn't The Barbarian kind of in that lane?
Yeah, like I thought Barbarian was funny.
Okay, I think a lot of people did. I haven't seen
to watch it.
No, we're gonna react to it next year. I didn't. Let's see. I did see Megan. I thought because Megan, I keep comparing that to Megan because they were both PG-13 and they were. Well, Megan knew what it was. It was a horror comedy. This movie tried to be. I don't know. I just feel like it tried to do too much.
Mhm.
When again, this is a movie about haunted animatronics. Like, you can't take yourself too seriously. Oh
And
my
I had
gosh.
when I was in
Wednesday's only Tuesday. It's only Monday.
when I was in the theater, I had like the whole fandom sitting beside behind me.
Were they into it?
They were really into it.
Well, that's good. I'm glad for all the fandom that they really enjoyed this.
Because anytime, I think there was something with like the waiter when they were in this diner or something, and he said it's just a theory, and he was a YouTuber that always did like the FNAF like videos on YouTube, and they all went like, oh, and they were all like so excited. But and my friend in PE today was explaining kind of like the Friday Nights at Freddy's lore to me, and there's like so many different theories, and she said that the movie was basically off more the second season, because that was what's the main guy's name in it?
Hutchinson, the guy from Hunger
Yeah,
Games.
but his name in the movie, he was more the guy from the second season of the game.
Okay. Well, here's what I've heard. I've heard that like the fans of the game, I think, are pretty happy with it, and that's great for them.
Mhm.
Maybe it just wasn't for me. But because I hear that they had a lot of Easter eggs and a lot of things like
Yeah.
that for the diehard fans of this video game, and that's wonderful. But I should have been able to come into this movie as a video game player and had a lot of fun with this movie, and I did not have fun. Again, fun is kind of the word that needs to be used when dealing with haunted animatronics. Like, this is not like, let's deal with our feelings type situation.
I think that in the theater though, like it was fun though, because I had like the diehard fan sitting behind me.
So you're saying
yeah.
the theater experience made it better for you. See, I didn't
Yeah, it
have
did.
that. I was just sitting at home, and I was
Yeah, that
like,
would definitely not be as good.
oh, okay. So, and then I will say this, without spoiling this for anyone who's not seen this, and there's no spoilers here, guys. I will say that I guessed who the main killer was upon seeing who the main killer was. Like, it was kind of like, is this supposed to be difficult to figure out? Because you just highlighted that from a mile away.
Yeah.
Like, you made that so obvious that I even, it's just like, really? Because it was at the beginning of the movie, and I was just like, did they really just make it that obvious? Like, did they really just do that?
Yeah.
Like, it's clearly this particular person.
That was very obvious, because like he wanted him to go work in this abandoned place. Oh.
That's not
no spoiler.
No spoiler. No spoiler.
Well, anyways, but this isn't really a spoiler, but my friend said that same guy, he's like always the main villain, and he always comes back in some different type of form in each season.
Oh, so okay. So
maybe that was like an easier one to guess. Maybe there's harder where it's like harder to guess who he is or something.
Okay. Well, maybe. I wasn't a huge fan. This is maybe the comment of the night. Michelle Tuel should dress up as I should have been the White Rabbit from Monty Python and the Holy Grail. That would have been an incredible, actually, costume. We just would put red all over it, because I would have had the blood of people's heads that I ate through. Oh, that one would have been fantastic. I would have loved it. Yeah, no spoilers. We stopped it just in the nick of time. But it sounds like, without saying it, it sounds like maybe the people who know the video game might have guessed it probably very obviously. Maybe that's why they made it obvious. They knew the people that have seen the video game would know. I don't know. For me, I was just like, oh, okay. Like, I figured that one out really quickly. But yeah. So guys, I'm somewhere, because I know on Rotten Tomatoes, I know the critics have given this it's like in the 20s, I think now. And I think the audience scores like in the 80s. I would give this if I'm rating this movie, just sitting at my house watching this for what it is, I'm going to give it, is a 60 a passing grade in today's time, Izzy? Is that a D minus? Is that an F?
I mean, at Cleveland, you can pass with a 60, I think.
Dang. I don't know if that says about our school system, but yeah, I give this this is like a D minus movie for me if I was rating it that way. Yeah, I did love it. Will I ever watch it again? No. I'm absolutely never going to watch this movie again. 60 is a D. That's what I thought. Good. 60 is a D. That's what I would give this. It was a D.
Mhm.
It gets a 60. That's the best I can do.
I'd say like 68 maybe.
You give it a 68. She went 8 points up. She gave it a D plus. But yeah, Izzy, any final thoughts? Enid, any final thoughts on Five Nights at Freddy's?
I mean, I can't give any spoilers, so I don't really think I have much else to say because that would give it away.
Yeah, because there's not a lot to this movie. There's really not.
Besides spoilers, because like, I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't have tons to say. I could have done a really short review, but there's just not a lot to say with non-spoilers in this movie. Yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got on that one. Well, Enid, we all appreciate you stopping by. I mean, what's Wednesday without Enid?
We should.
She's a sad person. We saw what Wednesday was without Enid when they split during the season, and Enid went and lived somewhere else. It was a sad day at Nevermore, but they reunited.
We should conclude my stay with the dance.
How am I going to do the dance? I don't know the dances.
I have.
Michelle.
Can I play the music?
If you play the music, we're going to get a copyright. It's going to go private anyway. It doesn't matter. Play it.
Hold on.
You got to live life on the edge sometimes.
This is it. You should do the.
I do this part. Hold on. Why do we gotta play the whole thing? We can't fast forward to the main chorus?
This. I'll put it quiet until it gets to this 6-second mark.
Hold on. We're getting it there. And then I'm gonna
know the last part.
I'll keep it going.
That's good.
She said that's good. Well, thank you, Enid. Thank you, Enid.
Enid, you were amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you, Enid.
Yes, thank you, Enid. You can tell Enid. They said, see you, Enid.
But tonight, also, we have a fairy. A dark one, but I thought it was fitting for Wednesday.
Yeah, if there was a fairy that attended Nevermore, she would probably be a dark fairy. I'd have to say that. I agree.
Yes,
I agree.
Absolutely.
Our sick moves. We're killing the gang.
I'll dance.
We're absolutely killing it. Yes, that's just put the internet. Exactly.
Well, hello, everybody.
Take care,
an
Enid.
official hello, but hello.
Natalie's getting hellos. Enid's getting outros. Natalie killing it. She's killing it. She's the fairy, the dark fairy tonight. Izzy did this. Guys, this is literally the first time ever I've allowed someone to braid my hair. I can't say I'm a fan of it.
I like it.
Can't say I'm gonna do it again, but
I think it's fun. I like it. Hey, TD.
But yeah, Natalie's here, so we got to get in. We got lots of stuff to talk about, guys. Lots of stuff. Let me try to pull up some of the stuff that we're about to talk about. Let me find it.
Is that Adele?
Yeah, it was Adele. We can show that. Hold on, I'll show you this.
I just keep waving because I just got here.
This is Adele dressed as my mother, Morticia Adams.
Yes. Okay, I was wondering what the look, because the look is sickening. But I knew this isn't her everyday look, obviously.
She looks good.
Yeah,
she looks really good. I like the dark makeup. She looks good.
She always slays the makeup looks, I have to say.
Yeah, Adele's a very pretty lady.
She is.
She's doing good. She's killing it there. That's not what I was looking for, actually. 1 second. Actually, dang it. That was bad. I almost just like cut us out of the screen, out of the
And I don't know if there's any
stream.
Adele fans out there, but she seems like a genuinely nice person too.
Well, that's always
Which is, oh, I think that always adds to a celebrity, you
That
know,
de-
if they genuinely seem nice.
that definitely always adds for sure. Here, I found what I want.
I don't even know what Shelly wants. How have you guys been? What's going on? Do you guys like my little cuffs?
They've been
So
good.
happy to be here tonight.
Yes, but we were going to get into, I'm sure you guys have already seen. How many of you guys in the chat have seen South Park's The Pandering? I actually haven't watched the full video.
Haven't seen it.
I haven't seen the full movie. I have seen like several of the clips, all the stuff with Kathleen Kennedy, and it was quite funny. It was quite clever, I'd have to say. I'm definitely going to go watch the full thing of The Pandering, but I thought the clips I've seen have all really cracked me up. They were quite good. But then now, let's see, saw South Park. So they were hysterical. They really were.
I need to see it. Well, I guess I will tonight. I haven't seen it.
Well, you responded to one that I sent to you and Michael,
but I didn't watch it. But I responded.
I'm like bringing it back. Let's get Enid back in here.
The truth comes out now. Only the truth.
She's about to be replaced by Enid if she does any more of that. But anyways, yeah. So guys, you guys know The Pandering came out, and
the pandering.
Yeah, it's called The Pandering because
Really?
they're saying that they're pandering
Yeah.
to certain groups. But yeah, Gina Carano decided to join in.
I'm just saying that'd be a great horror movie title.
The Pandering.
The Pandering. And let it be a scary take on the actual pandering that is done for political reasons.
Well, they did a comedic version of this. Let's see. Trying to do this where that does not play, where I can play this. There we go. I'm going to do it this way. Okay, so let's read. So Gina Carano has come shots firing finally. Of course, Gina Carano was, I believe, very wrongfully fired, and then they attempted to blackball her. Really have blackballed her. Even went after her family a little bit.
Crazy.
It was crazy. So Gina saw the clip that I sent Natalie that she claimed to watch, but didn't watch.
I didn't claim to watch it.
And anyways, this is what Gina responded here. She said, speaking again of course, Kathleen Kennedy. This is the snip. This is the spot that I'm sure most of you guys have seen where Kathleen Kennedy is explaining how they discovered the pander stone and how they use it. And yes,
this is all new to me. I'll have to see it.
But this is the part where KK demands any YouTuber get censored off of YouTube for sharing and laughing at this hilarious episode. She'll have YouTube disabled and thumbs down options because of the ratio she'll receive. Now, guys, when did she do that? We used to have it as our opener. Fade in.
We did. Okay, you're real MVP if you remember that. Leave it in the chat if you remember the fade in opening.
And fade in is what the moment KK did, like how she looked, and she literally had the power to get YouTube to remove the downvote.
Oh, right.
Yes. Okay, so let's keep reading. So that's what she's referring to there. She'll have it receive, or no, because the ratio, she'll have YouTube disable thumbs down option because of the ratio she'll receive. Then she'll have the publicist schools make sure Variety and Hollywood Reporter run hit pieces about the South Park creators and their families, smearing their names through every useful idiot she has under her thumb who would sell their soul to work at Lucasfilm. She'll activate her online mob to repeat that South Park creators are racist, bigots, phobes, and demand South Park creators publicly apologize by using words she approved And finally, she'll demand they subject themselves to a re-education course of 45 people in the you know what community Zoom call to sit there and listen to how badly they got their feelings hurt over a little boop of South Park episode. But maybe, just maybe, the jig is up, is what she responded to, is what she said first. Yeah. Oh, I know, it was so ridiculous. Fade in. You guys remember. You remember. But shots were fired by Gina. And really, I mean, that's what was so great about this. Everything that Gina said there is exactly how she was treated by one Kathleen Kennedy. And we already kind of knew this, but she like really just kind of like really just let it all out there in that particular thing.
Okay, so this is like a recent phenomenon that since this came out,
Yes.
Kathleen has gone on strike.
No, Gina basically used
Not
this.
on strike, but she's like, or she hasn't actually said anything yet.
No, she hasn't actually said anything. Gina is taking what Kathleen did to her and she's applying, oh, this is probably what's going to happen. Really, it was just a way of Gina almost expressing, this is what this person did to me.
Right.
Basically, is what this, yeah.
We don't stand this person.
No, Gina verbally body slammed Disney. She basically did. She really did. Hooray, Gina. Yeah, it was finally her moment almost to break silence, basically.
Yeah.
Because really, if you even go back to her interview with Ben Shapiro, she doesn't really name names.
Right.
And here it's just kind of like, yeah, it was her. Like it was this woman that was behind so much of the stuff. So I really, there's one more we're gonna get into that Gina did.
You know what they say?
What do they say?
That Kathleen Kennedy is the root of all evil.
She might be. She might be.
As far as Star Wars, that might be true.
That's definitely true of Star Wars. Yeah. Now I can't believe you didn't watch the video I sent. Michael and I literally kept texting about it.
What, guys? Can we watch it now?
No, because everything with this is getting claimed. Like I hope even just that doesn't get claimed. You just can't. Like it might get removed, like from YouTube type situation. It was bad. But then, guys, let me pull this up. So then, Pete over at I forget the podcast. He's someone who just so happens to very authentically love everything that Disney puts out.
Everything?
Everything.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's wonderful. Everything's glorious. It's one of those. And that's all I'll say with that. And
the math's not adding up there.
It's not, because even
that's all I'm going to say about that.
I love Stranger Things, but I can tell you which seasons are better or worse. And I love Stranger Things, but I can tell you I didn't like the Lost Sister episode like everyone else didn't.
Right.
It's just like, it's not realistic to love everything, even for things you really like.
Yeah, you're not going to love every little second of it generally.
No. So he basically called her crazy. Or no, he didn't basically call her. He called her crazy. And she was like, not today. And she retweeted his tweet and kind of used him again as just a point to make used him to make a bigger point. She said, do you always call a woman crazy just because she has more firsthand experience than you and says something you don't like or understand? Bit misogynistic, don't you think?
For real.
Curious if your overlords pay you, or do you all just go ahead and shove your whole head straight up their ass for free? I'm guessing for free. Might want to come out for some fresh air. For some added context, not just for you, but for the people reading, one of the things your overlords asked me to do was to unfollow certain accounts because they said bad things about Kathleen Kennedy. Okay, so there you go, guys. She was asked to unfollow certain accounts on Twitter because they had said bad things about Kathleen Kennedy. That was a huge red flag for me. Okay, guys, here's the thing.
Somebody has a very serious ego.
I understand it would stink to have so many people that don't know you bash you online. I get that. Like, I really do. But like, when you're the head of Lucasfilm, like that's just kind of, it's just, I mean, one, it's going to be a part of it to a degree.
Kind of par for the course.
It is, but second,
it's like being a YouTuber and not expecting bad comments.
yes, but it's like, but you don't expect everyone who works for Lucasfilm to unfollow the people that you don't like on Twitter. I mean,
that's a bit much.
That's just ridiculous. Okay, so there we go. So yes. And she says that was a huge red flag for me. And I understand that. If I were the head of one of the most powerful entertainment companies in the world, I would know that haters come with the territory and that maybe the haters are expressing their thoughts because they actually care. And caring is a good thing because as long as they care, well, hey, we still have something to work with.
True.
Maybe we can win their hearts back eventually, and maybe they do have some good things to add to the conversation, which they do and did. And at the very least, they are still buying the product. Look at Mando season 1. Boom. The healing had begun.
Totally.
100, even 2. Season 2, people were so pumped after the Luke Skywalker ending.
I mean, I was so pumped.
We were all pumped.
Like, it was amazing.
We always say, guys, I don't say we always say.
I thought it was great.
We always say, had we been into reaction videos for that moment,
oh my goodness,
we would have 100,000 subscribers because we both legit lost it.
We
like,
did.
You've
like,
never,
really.
you've never yet seen us react in
I
a
remember
reaction video the way we physically couldn't help ourselves react.
We were in Atlanta. There was a couch. I was getting off the couch.
We
Michelle
both got
was
up.
Like,
we were clapping.
I mean, it was like a sporting event.
It was. We were pumped that night. But continuing on. So yes, with season 1 of Mando, the healing had begun. If you are a proper good leader, ooh, she's calling her out there, you learn how to embrace and communicate, not dictate and silence and demand your actors and directors unfollow and shame more than half of your fan base and the people who have stuck with your franchise for decades. She is torching Disney right now. Side note, don't say the Force is female and then allow only the men to express their political views online. In fact, just drop the ridiculous phrase completely. And of course, there she's referring to her co-star, Pedro Pascal, who made very blanketed, horrible comparisons and things that he said about anyone who voted for Trump at the time.
Oh, that's right.
And she continues on. One of the problems your overlords are having now is that they have made a lot of people completely stop caring about one of the most beloved franchises in history, all by bullying, pushing aggressive agendas, and try to silence the people criticizing them. How are they able to tell stories they don't understand, speaking of Disney, when the ones they identify with are the Empire? They are literally trying to squash the little guys, the rebellion. No wonder the storytelling is struggling. They fired and dehumanized people like me who did absolutely nothing wrong, all to virtue signal to the people like you, the yes men. But yes men, unfortunately for you and them, do not drive culture. Maybe they were banking on the kids picking up the slack, but one of the best things about this franchise is passing it from generation to generation to share. The competition is too high to throw out something as valuable as that. Why would one generation pass it on when you've disrespected and thrown them away? Your overlords tried to hide behind the two opposing fan bases, fighting each other instead of taking responsibility. So they encourage the hate, all while virtue signaling they are standing up for the minorities, but instead using them as a shield and weapon. Yep.
Yeah.
Funny enough, just how our government works. They think people will forget. She goes on. Let's see. Yeah, they think people will forget. And yes, maybe they will. But this moment, they have heard the people's voices and it shook them. And she's going to just continue to go on about, here I'll go on to this. One thing is true. Good leadership makes for a better world, leading to healthier and happier people and better opportunity. Look around. We are watching the devastating effects of what bad leadership can do worldwide.
True that.
Gina killing it.
True that.
Gina was killing it.
Spitting the facts.
I can't believe, guys, did I not pull it up that second time? You guys didn't even see what I was showing.
Oh, was it just us the whole time?
You guys just heard me reading the whole time. I really killed that one, didn't I? Oh gosh. But yeah, Gina, well said. Is all I gotta say about that. Well said. But yeah, that's kind of what Gina did. She kind of nuked him a little bit. Which is, it's interesting. She's come out so directly with
Right.
these things. It's almost like, again, she's been silent for so long, and it's almost just like, it makes you wonder, does she have a book coming out? Maybe.
Yeah.
Does she have like a tell-all type book that's about to be released?
Ooh, that would be good.
That'd be really good. And here's my thing, guys. I'm hearing people talk about the pandering, and some people take, it's just different personalities. They're like, oh, well, it's really good, but it's a little too late. Like, oh, they should have done this a few years ago. And I'm actually going to take a different perspective. Sometimes timing is really key. And I feel the fact that the pandering has come out when it has right now, when Disney's stock markets are just totally face diving. I mean, the stock market has just keeps going. It's like, how low can it go? Like when that is Disney's stock market stock value. And when they have bombed and they're in this like the place they find themselves now, I actually feel like this timing is almost more devastating to Disney. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's almost like 2 years ago they still didn't feel what they're going through now, because they were so powerful and so big.
I think it's interestingly almost there's a parallel that a lot of woke companies that went woke, it's almost like around this time. I think it's just kind of like going around that they're starting to feel it, that it wasn't what they thought it was going to be. I think that's going to be the case with a lot of brands and companies.
Well, it's almost like yes, exactly. And it's kind of like had they done this 2 years ago, Disney was still so high that they had just been like, oh, what about these stupid little South Park people?
But that's what I'm saying. I think companies and stuff, they're starting to feel it now.
Where now Disney's in financial issues, and all of a sudden South Park comes out like bam, and just like, here's the thing, guys.
And you know what's crazy? It's like that. It's like opposite of so much that was like the counterculture would have pushed against. It's like now the counterculture. Let's see.
Yes.
The untouchables are no longer untouchable. Exactly. And it's just like, now it's like it's almost counterculture to be not what the mainstream media, thinks about everything and all that. So I just think we're going to see kind of a return, kind of a healthy rebellion, to the woke stuff.
Yeah. And really just to, and I've listened to people say that South Park does try to make, as South Park can do oftentimes, they try to present the other side of, there are some people who do just cry woke on everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the main thing was definitely bashing the pandering. That is, I mean, Natalie, within this episode, all the South Park characters are like, they're replaced by, we'll say, females of a different race. It's just they were making fun of it. So I mean, it was, the clips I've seen are great. Again, I'm going to watch the actual full thing, but I just think that there's something about this timing that Disney is struggling. So here's what I was gonna say. Okay, so here's a good example. So like, I visited like a friend of mine who likes entertainment, watches movies, watches television, but isn't in the nitty-gritty of these conversations like we all are and listen to on YouTube. And yet, just by watching this stuff, like she brought up multiple things, and she's like, man, that, the new Indiana Jones movie really sucked.
It really sucked.
She said, I fell asleep. It was boring. And then she brought, man,
that's like one of the only cuss words we'll say on
and then she was like, in The Little Mermaid, man, I started that and I couldn't even finish it. It was so boring. And so here's my point. There's so many people that they recognize this stuff really sucks. Like, it's not any good. But then here comes South Park, and they're going to piece it together for the people. You get what I'm saying? For the people who don't watch all our YouTube channels. This is now out to the masses. Like, this is why you guys think their stuff stinks, because they've been pandering, like, and it's false and it's just stupid and it doesn't work. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
totally.
South Park doing it now. It's like now people who have kind of been kind of almost scratching their head of why things stink. Like now it's like, oh,
Like
this
the
is it.
The light bulbs. Going
Yeah,
off.
like because because this is such kind of like a cultural thing. Like
Right.
it's mainstream in a way. I mean, I know they're not necessarily, South Park has never been totally mainstream, but yeah,
Well, and I think it's been very popular.
it's
with
been
the
very
youth.
popular in culture.
Right.
Very popular in culture. Yeah, exactly. It is. Yeah. The writing's horrible over there. D is for diverse women. It really is. Yeah, 100% is what that's for. The pandering. I seen a YouTube channel. Yeah. Yeah. Someone's gonna take that for sure. Yes, the mainstream audiences are starting to recognize it, but can't understand it fully. Like, yes. And that's where this timing is so perfect because I remember, guys, I was talking to someone, it was about 2 years ago, and I said, Marvel's about to it's about to really struggle. And it kind of like made him upset. Like, what are you talking
yeah.
about? But it's like, who's been proven right 2 years later?
Right.
Because I pay attention to these things and to the trends of where things are going, where most people, it takes till it like a while to catch up. And then they're like, man, what's been going on?
Right.
And that's why I just think, yeah, I think they've nailed it with this, guys. Let's go ahead and grab some of these super chats. Let's see.
I love a good super chat.
Mr. Buckcrack Media.
Well, thank you.
Gifted. Oh, I recover this one because it was him and Chris. Yes, him and Chris. You guys are awesome.
Have we met our goal?
I think we're one away, but let me go
Oh.
through this. Let me go through. And Marcos, who has been a member for 5 months, thank you so much for being a member.
Thank you for being here. We appreciate you, Marcos.
We do very much so, for being our awesome moderator and just always being here. It means a lot. Nat and Michelle love both your costumes. Well, thank you, Marcos.
Thank you. Yeah, this is a very comfortable costume, but hey, I like it.
Yeah, she doesn't have to have her hair feel like this. That's a weird feeling to someone who's never done braids.
But you look cute, Shell.
Thank you.
Chat, show Shell some love. Let her know she can pull this look off.
Oh gosh. And thank you so much. How do I say this?
Spend it wisely.
I love the comment though.
That's
I love the comment. Thank you so much for your one. How do you say this
awesome.
though? Oh, that's Enid. Enid just super chat us. Probably Natalie's money.
Thank you, my
Oh, Natalie just paid for a super chat via via Enid.
That's kind of
back there.
iconic, you guys. So
but-
now we know your name is something Thompson.
Oh gosh. And Albert with the Canadian too. Karma.
Right to it.
Yeah, I feel you're addressing the Kathleen Kennedy situation. Yeah, that's yeah.
It can.
Taylor Swift has a song about karma. She's singing it right now to Kathleen Kennedy. Thank you so much for that. There, we just met our goal. Mr. Buttcrack Media, the loveliest buttcrack on all of social media.
The loveliest, the cleanest, the kindest.
Oh, actually, someone in the chat, I want to shout out before I forget. Someone had asked, my mind was going, I didn't click it. If you liked the new Marvels poster.
I haven't seen it.
I bet she hasn't seen it, but I can
haven't.
pretty much tell you she's going to like it because it's just all cats.
Aww. Baby.
It's just all cats. It's little babies, as she calls them. And Al from LA. Oh, wait. Before we get to Al, we got a new membership gifting. Guys, you know what time it is. I'm going to give you 5 seconds to get those little fingers, all of our members, get those little fingers going and let Miles dance for the new member.
Daddy.
One more. Thank you so much for that gifted membership. We appreciate you guys so much. And yeah, definitely check out our reaction to The Crown that we did last week for members. And Al from LA.
Thank you so much.
L,
Thank you very much.
Yes, L, love, and love. And thank you so much, Al.
We appreciate
We
you.
do appreciate you. Yes, you're awesome, Al. What else is there to say?
Thank you so
What else
so
is there
much.
to say about
it
Al?
It means more than you know.
And Al, I mean, you know this is for you. This is for you, Al.
And another one. Why you all in my ear?
I don't know what she's doing. But thank you so much, Al. We appreciate that. With the fitty. We need to get something that just
Yes,
says
Freddy. All about it.
Thank you, Al. Hope you're having a good day and hope you have an awesome Halloween tomorrow. And Albert with the 5 Canadian. Disney is concerned about the Marvel's ticket sales. Just have Zeus show up and flick Captain Marvel like he did Thor. That should do the trick. Do you know what's sad, Albert? I actually never even watched the last Thor movie because I just thought
I
it looked.
haven't seen it either.
I just
The
thought
one
it
with
looked.
Natalie Portman.
Yeah, it just looked so dumb. I was just kind of like checked out at Marvel at that point, and I was like, I'm just gonna save my money and time.
I saw Natalie's muscles were big. That's what I remember about the last Thor movie.
I wonder, she probably, I mean, they had to add if they really got big. I mean, but
They were
Albert,
like,
were they? And Pilgrim Media with the $2 super chat.
thank you very much.
Disney Plus streaming will be the downfall. I mean, it's cost them a lot of money and they've not made money with it yet. So there's definitely that. Because I mean, they're spending like Ahsoka was like $200 million. Like,
Oh man, that's a pretty penny.
that's a lot of money to not,
200 mil, just a cool 200 mil.
Like Disney just doesn't know how to do anything cheap. Like that's the problem. And by cheap, like why can't you ever make a movie that doesn't cost more than 150 million?
Right.
But they don't. But yeah, they're definitely still in the black. Or is it in the black? Yeah, in the black when you've not made money.
True.
Is that the
in the red?
red?
In the red.
When are you in the black?
I don't
I'm
know.
like, is the black bankruptcy? Did I just make up a term? What is that?
That's a new one, Jill.
And thank you, Mumbling May. Thank goodness for South Park. Exactly. Yeah. Do you know I've only ever watched?
Yeah, I've never watched much South Park.
I watched one full episode.
But I know they're not politically correct.
No, I watch and they're kind of known for at some point they're going to offend everybody. You know, because
Right.
it's true comedy in that way.
I think
it's not personal.
You guys, I think they were the ones that came up with National Kick a Ginger Day, so there's that.
I don't know if they did or not. But anyways, they the only full South Park episode I've ever watched is the one about Harry and Meghan, and that one was pretty funny. We want privacy. We want privacy, and they go on their privacy tour. Like they go.
Oh, right. Like as they're trying to get privacy.
It was pretty funny. But I am gonna go watch the pandering. Again, I've watched like a lot of the clips, but I'm gonna go watch the full thing. And Albert, thank you again for another 5. Maybe next year Nat dresses as Elvira and Michelle as 70s. That could be a good one.
Well, thank
70s
you very
Wonder
much,
Woman.
But you guys, I have a question. Do I need to wear a wig? Like, what do I do about the hair?
Someone already said I could be Elvira.
You
and
totally.
I
I think you'd be a better Elvira than me.
could.
I'm gonna have to find somebody else to be. Maybe I could be Ginger or Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah, people would like the Jessica Rabbit.
Maybe I could be a carrot. You know, there's all kinds of options.
Didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to do that.
What's that, Shil?
Something I was going to show.
Is that real?
Yeah. Hold on, guys. I want to pull up since it is almost. Dang it. I don't know why it keeps doing this. Since it is almost Halloween, there's something I want to show you guys. Keep messing things up here. Here we go. I think that this person, as they tweeted, they said, and here's the greatest costume of 2023. I'm going to have to agree in this case. Let me turn the volume down.
When you think you're the coolest guy in the
That's
parking lot, and then this guy
that's
shows
pretty
up.
dang good.
Wow.
I mean,
When you think you're the coolest guy
in.
in the parking lot, and then this guy shows up.
There's Will blocking.
When you think you're the coolest guy in the parking lot, and then this guy shows up.
I mean, that thing is good.
When you think you're the coolest guy in the parking lot, and then this guy shows up. When you think you're the coolest guy in the parking lot, and then this guy shows up.
I would that.
When you think you're the coolest guy in the parking
to have that actually.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. And then also, guys, I feel like we need to talk about
Oh.
last thing that we need to talk about tonight. Let me try to find something really quick.
I don't even know what we're going to talk about. This is exciting. Oh. No. Not her. No.
Okay. So on the same day that South Park's The Pandering is released, and Disney knew it was going to be released on this particular day. What does Disney do? They decide they decide to release a new look at Snow White, because we all know that they've been pandering with Snow White. And what do they release? You know, we used to have, as WDW likes to call them, the dirty hippies. And now they have released this image. They moved the movie back an entire year.
What?
And they CGI'd
Who's?
dwarfs.
Oh, so they're going to change it.
Yes. So they're going to spend more money, push this movie back an entire year
Okay,
to
but
change it.
I'll give them this because I try and be fair. At least they're kind of listening, I guess.
They are, but okay. So, but again, back to money
Like,
problems.
is there going to be a prince in it now too?
But back to money. Okay, so if Disney is really about inclusion,
Right.
this was a chance to give not only 7
Yes.
people with dwarfism a job, but you actually would double that because they would have stand-ins as well.
Yeah, it's true.
So instead of just paying 12 people, that 12 little people, and giving
Right.
them the opportunity of a lifetime, we're going to spend millions and millions of dollars to CGI the dwarfs.
That seems unnecessary.
It's stupid. It's like, even when Disney tries to correct, they do something totally stupid.
just hire 7 dwarfs.
Yeah, well, we call them little people.
I meant 7 little people.
Well, the technical term is dwarfism.
It is dwarfism. That's what I was thinking. So,
Yes.
I mean, technically, I feel like that's.
It is dwarfism. But so on one end, yes, it's good that but on the other end, you still have Rachel at the lead, which she's just kind of.
Gosh, again. And I don't mean to be negative, but she was on something today, and I just thought more and more when
She's insufferable.
when somebody's insides are not pretty, you start to think, I don't even know that I think the outsides are pretty. And what is your function?
Like, she's kind of.
What is the point of you?
Do you not think the word I've used with Rachel Ziegler, and I don't use this a lot.
I think a lot of people do.
She's kind of. I don't know if I've ever said this about a person. She's kind of insufferable.
It's the common word I see
Like-
in comments on stuff.
And guess what, guys? They just got special permission from SAG-AFTRA for Rachel to be able to get out there and talk about the upcoming Hunger Games. Her and Peter Dinklage. Both, because who else can turn fans off more than Rachel and Peter?
and kill jobs.
Who kills jobs more than Rachel and Peter? I mean, the reason we have CGI dwarves is because Peter literally climbed the ladder and then kicked it out for all the other people.
See, here at Force of Light, we're pro dwarf.
We're pro little people getting their jobs. Dang it.
And Disney is not. That's
not trying to
notice the difference.
Like how stupid to CGI. Like, just hire little people, hire people with
Shelley, you've left
dwarfism.
out a big thing though. So what about the Daily Wire's version of the Snow White? What are your thoughts? I know I just put you on the spot. But still.
I mean, if little kids enjoy it, that's great for them. That's my thoughts. I mean, does it look like something I necessarily want to sit down and watch? Not necessarily, no. But they say, it's not really seeking to have any form of political ideology. So, it seems like something that's probably going to be safe for your kids to watch.
Like, you know what? What's crazy? And as Snow White shouldn't.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy, first of all.
Absolutely. It is. But yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on that. We'll have to see.
Yeah, it's true.
I'll have to see. I'm not
Maybe
judging.
it'll be a classic.
It might be a classic. We'll see. And Albert with another 5. One brief serious moment. I actually hated the flick scene. It goofed on male victim of sexual assault. That is one comedy trope that can go. I know what you're talking about in that scene.
What?
It's on Thor: Love and Thunder.
Oh, okay.
Again, I've not seen the movie, but I know what you're talking about from the trailer for that.
I mean, it sounds like what you're saying makes sense, though. Honestly.
Yes, and Albert with another $5. Well, thank you, Albert. The actress who plays Elvira is a redhead. That's why she has the porcelain complexion. You both got the curves for Wonder Woman and Elvira. Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
That makes sense. Yeah, because usually, Michelle has really fair skin and she's a brunette, but yeah, you always pretty much, if you're a redhead, you're gonna have the really, really fair skin. It just goes together. But I've come to love it. But I self-tan, but I love the pale skin too.
I don't self-tan.
Yeah, Shell's braver. I need to just embrace it this winter.
I embrace it. And let's see, Albertus Magnus. 44 with the $9.99 super chat.
Well, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you. Poor Rachel Zegler has been brainwashed. It's too late for her.
Oh yeah, Alex the Star. It's too late for her now.
I mean, maybe
it's not. Fortunately, the good news is, it's never too late for anybody. But I totally get where you're coming from. That, yeah, short of a miracle, it's.
Well,
I feel you.
Well, short of, though, I will say this. I think she's kind of killed her career.
Yeah. I had that thought too.
Because she has only been in bombs, and I don't foresee that changing. They're even projecting this prequel for Hunger Games to bomb.
Well, and the fact that people have even made the comment, I'm talking, I feel like main media sites more so. It's like she's killed the movie before it even came out. That's not a good record as an actress.
Michelle is Snow White.
Shell could totes be Snow White.
There you go.
And I'll be the evil queen.
Okay. Even the CGI dwarfs don't want in on this movie. That's probably true. That's absolutely true. Yeah. I think so. Here's her only hope, guys, because we like to be optimistic on Force of Light. Her only hope is she so has killed her career that in a few years she reflects on why people don't like her.
Right.
And she comes back with a new attitude. And then, one good role could get her back, But
at the same time, I want her to be herself. If this is really I want everybody to feel comfortable to be themselves. And if this is really who Rachel Zegler is, then Zegler on,
Yes.
Just do it somewhere else.
Yeah. Rachel Zegler,
God
man.
bless her.
But think about this. The new Hunger Games prequel movie has not only Rachel as the lead female, you've also got Peter Dinklage. And he just really
Is he the lead male?
No, but he's in it. So you've got two people that are kind of insufferable at this point.
You know what's sad? Okay, I'm not proud to admit that I watched what's it called? The huge show, Game of Thrones.
Oh, Game of Thrones. Didn't you really like his character?
But he was like the only characters I liked in the whole thing, you know?
I
So
think
it's-
people did like his character.
Yeah,
a
I
lot.
loved his character. So it's unfortunate, you know?
Well, it was really just how he came out about like people pretty much how he kicked the ladder out from under.
Because he was doing good things for dwarfs.
Yeah, and then he kicked.
He was taking dwarfs far, and he
he
set them
climbed
back.
He climbed and then he kicked the ladder
He
out. It was like,
did.
I'm the only one who
He
can be up
totally
here, guys.
did.
That's what he did, and that's why no one likes him anymore. So
That's what I'm saying.
he needs to make it up to people with dwarfism and be a better.
Cher said he's an angry dwarf.
Well, you know that's what he played in Elf. He was the
Yeah.
angry elf.
I didn't realize this. So this goes way back.
He was the angry elf. Yeah, he was. But yeah, she has. Let's go. Zero self-awareness. That's a 100%
I'm like,
accurate
almost
comment.
to the point. Like that's what I'm saying. It's like you almost feel bad for her sometimes.
Like I actually, guys, I think I like Brie Larson better.
and that's tough,
But Brie Larson you can at least find like humor out of her stuff.
right?
Even if it's just how awkward it was, it's at least funny. Like you can't make the clips of Rachel funny even. They're just like, ooh. Like that's just kind of how you feel. Where like with Brie, like it almost makes you laugh, like some of those things she did in the past. And
right.
she's at least learned to a degree. She's still not the best, but like she at least learned, like when they tried to get her to comment on Johnny Depp, and she you know, in her very Brie, not very charismatic or likable way, she was just like, what does this have to do with me? Like, you know, it was her way of like, I'm not going to answer this, but at least that was
Right.
a shine of learning.
Like you're saying, it was still unlikable.
it was still unlikable, but
It
and-
was-
hey, I will give her, she was good. Brie Larson was good in Between Two Ferns.
she was funny. In
She was
that.
funny in that.
Actually, you're right.
She was good in Between Two Ferns.
That's one of the funniest. Like now that you mention it, like when he's like, "I gotta ask you something," and this is a two-parter.
Yeah, why did you cause your parents a divorce? Or something like that.
And what did you start?
Oh. She was funny in that. And then I will also say,
It just was so funny, and they did it so well together.
okay, we're going to have a competition. I wish I knew how to do a poll. If I could do a poll, who do you like the least, Rachel or Brie? And I actually have to go who I like the least, who I like less. I actually got to go Brie, I think. Again, Brie has had some things that have made me laugh. And
You're saying you dislike her less.
I
That's
dislike her less.
Yeah.
And then I will say this, like, I think like Brie's Nissan commercials are good. Like when she's doing the Nissan commercial.
When she's doing the Nissan thing.
Yeah, when she's doing her Nissan thing, like I think she's pretty good. Like, you know,
You gotta leave space for people to redeem themselves always.
I don't-
That's my personal
like,
philosophy.
I'm just saying
I love a good redemption.
I'm just saying I don't think Rachel could pull off what Brie does in the
Yeah.
Nissan commercial.
right.
That's all I'm saying.
Do we like Brie now?
We don't necessarily like Brie.
But maybe we don't dislike her.
I find her entertaining
Yeah.
regardless.
Right.
So like I've never been like, ooh, Brie Larson. Like, you know, I
Kind of a wild card, that one.
she's entertaining in her own
You gotta
way.
keep your eye on.
You do. She brings, you know, she's brought a lot of entertainment to the world.
She has.
That's probably a true statement. That's probably accurate. See, I think you guys are kind of on my
Yeah,
side.
Exactly. You get it.
Yeah, see. Oh, okay, so you guys liked her. I've never seen Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
No, me neither.
And they said she's legitimately funny in the movie. Okay, so we're all leaning towards.
So I'm glad we've decided tonight that Brie Larson has redeemed herself.
well, not necessarily redeemed herself, but she's better than Rachel.
I love a happy ending.
Oh gosh, she's better than that. But yeah. Anyways, guys, that's the show. That's the show. We've gone almost 15 minutes over with what we
Slow
usually
clap. You guys,
do. She was in the league. You like that? Okay, he agrees with me. Rachel's worse. I think we're all kind of on the same page.
I think Rachel's definitely worse.
Let's see. Hold on. Yeah. I like Brie. I don't know Rachel that much, so I feel your team Brie then. And happy Halloween. Yes. Happy Halloween to each one of you guys out there. You guys are awesome. You guys have made this show awesome.
You guys do smart stuff with your Halloweens, okay?
We're like,
Don't be doing weird stuff.
don't do weird stuff and only eat candy that's wrapped.
Yes. You guys know the 80s tragedy, never forget.
And if they give you that big orange peanut, you throw it out because
You
it's
throw it
trash.
out over your right shoulder, just like the salt.
And thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat. I remember when Brie Larson was a child actress. Oh, I didn't know she was
Oh,
a
I
child
didn't
actor.
either.
That might explain
That
things.
explains a lot.
She was funny, cute, and adorable. What
Aw.
WTH happened? You know, maybe a lot happened. You never know.
It's probably a lot happened.
Yeah.
Usually there's a reason. Usually.
But Brie can make herself seem like, and I'm even just saying in acting ways.
And thank you very much.
She can. I just think she can be a little more likable than Rachel at this point.
Rachel's
she
saying has
all
a
that.
ways to go to bring herself out of the pit she has dug herself into.
She does. She does. She
But
does.
there's a chance for everybody. There's
Uh,
grace for everyone.
Let's not get carried away. She's a horrible, unpleasant lady who needs to be told to smile. We were just saying who's not as bad. But we're leaving room for Brie to make her comeback and find some likability. I have more hope for Brie to do that than Rachel for some reason, though. I
At
do.
this current moment, I do.
I do. I feel that she's going to do that first. But yes, you guys have been awesome. And also, I want to tell you guys, happy Halloween. Have a very safe Halloween. And dress up as your favorite character if you want.
Yes.
But also, I will say...
Dress up as us if you want to. That'd be funny.
Yeah, you can be Natalie and Michelle. But I will say that be on the lookout. Either Wednesday or Thursday, our Ghostbusters reaction will be out. Probably Thursday.
Oh, yeah.
our-
My first time watching.
Yeah, Natalie's first time watching Ghostbusters, so definitely be on the lookout for that. And go catch me on. I will be on our Toxic Femininity tonight as Wednesday. So go check me out there. That starts at 8:05, and we will see you guys next week. But you guys are incredible. We hit our goal yet again.
Thank you for being here. Thank you. You guys are awesome.
Yes.
I'm Ron Burgundy. You stay classy, San Diego.
And thanks for stopping by.
But mainly, stay classy.
You guys stay classy. Have an awesome Halloween. And we'll catch you on the next live stream. Be on the lookout for Ghostbusters. And as always, ladies and
And
gentlemen.
God bless you, all of you.
Yes, that as well. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, remember to be a force of light. All right. Bye guys.